I will give you. Okay. Uh, okay, guys, just to let you know, we have completely completed from here all the way to here. Okay, so today is 29 November. All right, I'm going to start teaching you a little bit about this. Okay, and then next week on the 7th of December is our last class. Okay, so I will keep this one for January. Okay, now I 7th December's day. 6 December then. Sorry, 6 December. So 6 December is our last class. Okay, can? All right. Now I'm not gonna have holiday class. Okay, no need replacement class, but I am gonna give you all some past year paper homework. Fair? Okay. Now, the past year paper homework, I'm only going to include things that I have taught you. That means chapter 1, until 10, and then class 12. Next week, I'm going to teach you 12. Okay, I'm only going to, that means I'm not going to include chapter 11. Okay, so you, in order to do the homework, you must study all the old stuff and do. Get it? Okay, if you do that, I will not have extra class with you. Deal? Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about this. So we have learned finish already the reactivity series. Okay, guys, I make notes for you. I send notes to you. I put video online. The only thing I haven't done is go to your house and sing about the topics. Okay? All right. So everything is with you. You just have to click and open. If you have topics that you forgot, you can look at your notes. You can look at the WhatsApp chat. You can even look back at the old videos. Okay? Everything is available online. Okay? So it's a matter of whether you want to click or don't click. Can. Okay, so we have talked about reactivity series, we have talked about corrosion. The higher it is, the faster it corrodes, the more reactive it is. Why aluminium cannot use carbon, why aluminium must use electrolysis, why we use cryolite. Correct or not? Last week I taught you about all this, and then I taught you about blast furnace. Okay, so today we discuss the homework. We discuss the homework, and if we have time, we will do this. Okay, can? All right. So this one is what I taught you. Okay, let's start. The objective discuss. Not yet, not yet. You want to start with which one? Start with objective, Okay, okay. Objective. Okay. What is the most easily available, obtainable from the ore? Copper. Okay. Slide it. Please tell me you have a pen. Okay. I'm going to just like go. Okay. So, which metal is most easily obtained from its ore? Copper. Carbon and limestone are two raw materials used in the extraction of iron from hematite. Which type of reaction occurs when each substance heated? Okay, so uh, limestone is thermal decomposition. Okay, limestone is this one, the calcium carbonate, CaO and CO2. Okay, and then coke. Yeah, redox because it is burnt. Okay, because it's this one is carbon burn with oxygen become carbon dioxide. Okay, can get it? Okay. Which statement about extraction of iron in the blast furnace is correct? Calcium oxide. Calcium oxide reacts with. What's wrong with this word? Calcium oxide is basic. It's acidic. Yeah, silicon dioxide is acidic impurities. So this word is wrong. Okay, carbon is burned to provide heat. Right. This is correct. Iron trioxide is reduced to iron by carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide. So this word is wrong. The raw material are bauxite. No, it's hematite. So it's not enough to know the correct answer. You must know why the other answers are wrong. Okay? Which process is used to convert calcium carbonate into calcium oxide or thermal decomposition? Limestone fizzes when it dissolves in hydrochloric acid. What is the Wood equation? Calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid, calcium chloride, carbonic acid. Okay. Which process is used to obtain metal? Yeah, calcium is higher than carbon, so you must use electrolysis. Lime is calcium oxide. Calcium carbonate is limestone. Calcium oxide is lime. Okay. Number 5. Yeah. Because this one forgot water. Okay, acid and carbonate, salt, water, and carbon dioxide. Alright? Lime is made by heating calcium carbonate, correct? Lime is used in desulfurized flue gas. Yeah, we learned this already, right? Lime is used to treat alkali salt, not alkaline, acidic. So they're very tricky. Okay? Chemical name for lime is calcium oxide. Yeah. So 1, 2, 4. B. Which equation for the decomposition calcium nitrate is correct? Okay, so this one it's not your syllabus anymore, but basically it reacts to form nitrogen dioxide and oxygen and calcium oxide. But you see, all of them are the same. Only this one is balanced. Okay, can you count and see? All right, only this one is balanced. Blast furnace, carbon reacts with oxygen and heats the furnace. Correct. Carbon monoxide removes silicon dioxide. No. Silicon dioxide is with calcium oxide. Iron 3 oxide is oxidized to iron. No, it's reduced, not oxidized. It's reduced. Limestone reduces. No, it's not limestone. It's carbon monoxide. So that's correct. So the answer is A. What are the products when limestone is heated strongly? So calcium carbonate forms calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay. Iron from blast furnace can be converted to steel. Which statement of steel is this one steel you don't learn. Steel is basically an alloy, 99% iron, 1% carbon. So what they do is once they get iron, they reduce inside the iron, still got some carbon inside. So what they do is they keep on blowing in oxygen. They keep blowing in the oxygen until all the carbon reacts with oxygen until the carbon reduced to 1%. Okay? So in the blast furnace, right? You know the blast furnace? After the blast furnace, okay, after the blast furnace, the iron that they get here, right, is called pig iron. I know what a funny name, right? Or cast iron. Because it's iron, but mixed with a lot of carbon. So it could be 10% carbon. So it's like very, very useless iron lah. Because when you have so much carbon, it's too brittle. You know what's brittle? Can break like that. It's too brittle. So you need to reduce the carbon until it's 1%. When it's 1% or less, then it's called steel. Okay, so how to reduce the carbon is after they get the iron, they actually flow oxygen. Oxygen will react with the carbon to produce carbon dioxide. Okay, so steel contains not more but less carbon than iron obtained. Steel is produced by flowing oxygen to the iron. Yes, that's correct. Calcium oxide is added to molten iron to remove. Again, basic is wrong. It's acidic oxide. Okay, so the answer is 2 only. But this part is not in your syllabus anymore now. Limestone. Okay. Okay. Lime, calcium oxide, limestone, calcium carbonate. These two are solid. Lime water is calcium hydroxide aqueous. Slake lime is also calcium hydroxide, but solid. Get it? Get it? Lime water is calcium hydroxide, but it's aqueous. Slake lime is calcium hydroxide also, but it's solid. Can? Desulfurization 是那时候学的那个 acid。wait 那个if it's the car, wait, there's two things. The car, it comes out oxides of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Then we have something called a catalytic converter to change it to nitrogen gas and carbon dioxide. That is for car. For the factory, it comes out sulfur dioxide gas, right? Before it comes out, we put the calcium oxide to neutralize it. So that one is flue gas desulfurization. This is flue gas. Flue gas is 这个从 factory 出来那个叫 flue gas. Then sulfurization means to take out the sulfur. Okay, to get rid of this. Yeah, Joe?
Slake lime is
Solid.
you can it be fruit? It's solid, but calcium hydroxide, so it's frozen lime.
No, not frozen. Frozen lime water is still with water, right? It's still dissolved in water. This one is a liquid of water. So basically, you like that, no? Calcium carbonate, you heat, you become calcium oxide. You add a bit of water, it becomes calcium hydroxide, slake lime. You add more water, it becomes calcium hydroxide, aqueous, lime water. Then you add some more carbon dioxide, test. Carbon dioxide, you test with lime water, it becomes cloudy, right? It changed back to calcium carbonate. So cool, right? Goes round and round. Oh, can see it, Can see it, get it, Cool, right? This is in your old syllabus, now don't have already. You wanna write this down? It's very interesting. Okay? Okay. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. In the blast furnace, the impurity silicon oxide is removed from the formation of slag. Which equation represents the formation of substance which reacts with silicon 4 oxide? C.
Calcium oxide.
Or formation of the substance, yeah, calcium oxide. Correct? Aluminium is extracted from bauxite by electrolysis. Aluminium ions are oxidized to form aluminium. No, aluminium ions. So it's all very tricky. Aluminium ion, you read it like correct like that, but this one is reduced. This is how you spot the answer. The cathode has to be replaced regularly because it reacts with oxygen. No, the anode. The anode is the one with the oxide. Right or not? This happens at the anode, not the cathode. This happens at the cathode. Okay? Carbon dioxide is produced at the anode, correct. Yeah. Cryolite is added to remove impurities. No. No. You cannot say decrease melting point. You have to say reduce operating temperature. Because what happens is the aluminium oxide dissolves in the cryolite. And then the second one is it increases electrical conductivity. Core substances present in the blast furnace during the iron extraction are listed. Calcium carbonate, okay. Both a reactant and a product during the reactions. Reactant and product. Calcium carbonate. Why? Calcium carbonate, no, is only a reactant. Carbon dioxide, yes. Why? Because it's, yeah. Okay, you do this, is a product, right? Carbon dioxide is a product, but then now it's a reactant. Okay? Okay. You see, guys, see, this one here, it's a product, right? Here, it becomes a reactant, correct? Okay, for carbon monoxide, here is a product, here is a reactant. Make sense? Just it? So, 2 and 3.
How did I make the whole thing wrong?
But do you understand the question? It's okay, it's a trick question. Aluminium is extracted from purified bauxite by electrolysis. Okay, so I just taught you, okay? Yeah.
然后那个网上去直接讲那个学艺的，
This one, 15, yeah. Right now, right. 哎呦, what can I do to make you awake? You eat your Tic Tac.
that's the stick that
She got Tic Tac.
she
Hey, cannot steal from her.
Wait,
Why?
you have that black spare black and black and just remember I think next week I won't be able to come.
Why?
My mother wants me to go to some meditation retreat or something.
Oh. So how all the documents?
Sorry.
All the documents? I want to print out for you, huh? Is it next week school holiday already? Okay. Bauxite contains aluminium oxide. Aluminium is extracted from aluminium by electrolysis. Which statement is reason why cryola is added? Uh, uh, yeah, this is only logical. Which statement about extraction aluminium is formed at the cathode? Yeah, correct. No, it's not hematite, it's bauxite. It's not used to raise, it's lower. Oxygen loses electron, not gains electron. Okay. So, okay, how come over here they write lowest melting point? This is the old syllabus. Now we don't say that anymore. Okay? Which statement about extraction aluminium by electrolysis is correct?
Graphite used to look for
Yeah, graphite is used for both positive and negative electrons. Got it? Correct? Okay. Okay, finish this one. Okay.
I can come to me. To stay.
Alright. Okay. Can.
Yeah.
What's the second one? This one, huh? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Um, Okay, the equation that causes the high temperature.
C above us equals to C.
Yes, correct.
Not equal becomes C.
Explain how carbon monoxide. So carbon dioxide
Reacts.
reacts
Oh,
with excess carbon.
I don't
Okay, you must write excess,
how
okay?
with carbon on.
Yeah, carbon dioxide, excess carbon. And then, okay, lack of oxygen.
No, but it's like,
Because if there's oxygen, the carbon monoxide becomes carbon dioxide.
oh, can you
It's okay, it's okay. That's in something that looks like a sentence 不可以写一个字这样啦。So add limestone. Okay, so limestone decomposes
I write down the one
form calcium oxide. Okay, so calcium oxide removes
sand.
silicon 4 oxide
Which is
to form slag.
I thought you want chemical.
Yeah, this one lah.
Eh? Well, so yours is not the equation to explain is blah blah blah.
No, no need.
I write CaCO3.
Can lah, because they say one and equation.
Yeah, I write the other equation. Okay. 那什么去写的呢？
Like, if you cannot remember, it's okay. As long as 你的 formula 要对的。
I don't react with silicon dioxide.
No, cannot silicon dioxide, silicon 4 oxide. This one you must write this one, silicon 4 oxide.
啊，我记得三呢。
No, cannot. Okay. Okay, done.
我的。啊，怎么样？还是都要是不是？你可以先说嘛，那个 minus nine
Doesn't matter. If it's correct, doesn't matter. Unless they ask you to name. Unless they specify.
sure that both are silicon.
Can.
Also, you can catch
Cannot catch, cannot. Either remove or react. These are not one you know, catch. Okay, most of the iron from the blast furnace is converted to mild steel. The method of preventing steel from rusting is called. The name of this method is galvanizing.
iron sacrifice.
No, because they say coating. Coating is not placing next to, it's two different things. Coating is completely cover. The second one is sacrificial protection. Why zinc coated steel does not rust even when the coating is scratched and it is in contact with oxygen. So this one, the part 2 is sacrificial. This one is cover now. The other is scratched. Get it or not? No, cannot. You must say. Okay. So you must say zinc is
More
reactive than iron.
Zinc oxidizes and uses electrons instead of iron.
Yes, zinc is oxidized.
Those is
Or yeah, can. Zinc releases electron. This is sacrificial protection. Can. As long as you have the answer. As long as you have the keyword, it's okay. What are you guys going to do holiday? Holiday. Zinc gives electron, yes. Chinese New Year long time lah, some more. Okay. Iron is extracted from its ore in the blast furnace. Describe the reactions involved in this reaction. Include all. This is a 5-mark question.
You only want one right now and one
Okay. So You start with carbon burns in oxygen to form carbon dioxide and releases heat.
Coke and oxygen form react.
Can this is a 5 mark, 5 mark. Can carbon dioxide then reacts
And all
with can more carbon or coke to form carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide reduces hematite to iron. This one is redox, so you must write this equation. This one we have written 3 times already. It doesn't matter. Can. As long as you write this equation.
set axis.
Can. Okay. And then calcium oxide formed when calcium carbonate decomposes. And then calcium oxide reacts with silicon 4-oxide to form slag. And then you write this is the acid-base equation. Now this is more than 5 marks. I'm just writing all the things that you can write.
I think I will know everything.
Yeah. Because they will give you a lot of space to write one. Get it?
So it's 1 mark question.
Yeah, sometimes 1 mark question also so much place. Because they scared you cannot get to the point. Okay? Alright. Do you understand?
Must write silicon 4-oxide or silicon dioxide.
No. Must learn how to write silicon 4-oxide.
So
Yeah. I saw it. I was like, oh, I'm going to start using this. So nice, right? I got this because it's stuck. It's one piece stuck together. Not many pieces, yeah. Okay. Steel is an alloy
of iron and
of ions mixed with carbons. Can. Release electron.
I don't using it.
Yes, can. Okay. Magnesium or
Reactive and steel.
reactive. Then
Magnesium
you can say steel or you can say iron. Magnesium loses electrons
steel.
instead.
这个世界上有铁的，
有什么没有？
来100%是
有。
你只注意 oxygen 就变了。
原来 pure iron got 啦，有
Let's keep going. So 那个叫 iron plus steel，
啊，
那个就叫 iron plus steel。
不真是
We are also good. This is sacrificial.
can. Okay. Alright. Write the equation of formation of gas at the steel cathode. Hydrogen. Cathode is always because they put here hydrogen bubbles, right? What else is hydrogen formed?
所以因为好像
这个 Steel is an alloy of iron mixed with carbon.
teacher's reaction was very sus. What do you mean it's okay? Terrible, like puppies.
Okay. Now,
I know like
I'm from H2O.
no. It's hydrogen. Here write hydrogen already, right? Okay, now this one and this one, the difference is no. Okay. Actually, all you need to say is method. Method 2 does not. Method 1 does not require. Actually, you write the sacrificial protection no marks because it's already here.
right.
Okay, so sacrificial protection does not require energy, does not require electrical energy. Sacrificial protection uses a more reactive metal. Okay?
More cheap.
Cheaper lah, yeah, correct. Okay, so
Because the other one difference.
oh yeah, sacrificial protection does not require electrical energy.
What if they only want one and right two?
It doesn't matter. They will choose the first one.
Then more cheaper can
No lah. Okay, can? Sacrificial protection. Yeah, can. About 4,000 years ago, Bronze Age started. Bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. So just why bronze acts better than it's harder. Harder lah, 你写这样多做么? Brass, brass is bronze is copper and tin. Brass is copper and zinc. Brass is copper and zinc. Bronze is copper and tin. Okay, give the name of regular arrangement. Lattice. Diagram shows the ratio of particles and alloy. You just have to add one more that is different.
Then add a one.
Can.
Oh.
As long as they're all closely packed and they are no longer in a regular arrangement, can already.
Alright, forming lots.
Layers can. Okay. Sorry, no. Malleable is can be knocked into shape.
Right, we first worship without it.
Can.
Flexible.
Not really. Okay. Layers
Of
atoms, or you can say ions, can slide. So your keyword is layers and slide over
each other without shaking one.
can. You don't have to say that, but can.
When force is applied,
Huh? Sorry, of course the black can. Alright. Ready? Write a word equation. Not yet. Sorry. Oh. Write a word equation for the reduction of tin by carbon. So, tin 4 oxide plus carbon become tin
Plus carbon. That's T2 below carbon.
below dioxide. Okay. Malachite is heated to form carbon oxide. Copper oxide. So this use your common sense lah. This one will form water. This one will form carbon dioxide lah. But the question says name, so you name you write name. When the question says name, you write name, okay? Copper oxide is reduced to copper, which is then refined. Label diagram, which will be okay. This one, no. It's pure, impure, and pure. So the cathode is pure copper because the impure one will become smaller. Anode is impure.
So what the emergent?
Malachite then this one. They give you one things that you don't know. They will give you in the question. They won't make you guess. Get it? It's given in the question one. IG got no such thing as I give you something you have never seen before and I don't give you formula. No such thing. They will give you, if it's something you have never seen before, they will give you the formula. Or they will say it acts the same way as this other one. So maybe they say the extraction of calcium is the same as the extraction of aluminium from bauxite. Is the same. That means what is the electrode used? Graphite. What is the chemical used? Cryolite. Let's say lah. They will say it is the same. They won't. Okay, so this one is copper 2 sulfate solution. No, SPM is like that. IG cannot. IG they will get sued. Use other than making copper electrical wires. Wait.
also will take a break.
Electrical wires. I don't okay. No, sorry, I second. Copper to sulfate. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the last one. 这个 copper to sulfate. The solution. Electrolyte. No, no. If it's copper, you use copper to sulfate. Electrolysis. No. You must see what's the electrolyte. No. No. Your baby is it? That baby science. 不可以。Okay, this is not baby science. Never mind. Once you have done your 10 past year paper, you realize life is not so difficult. Okay? Which one? Copper to sulfate solution. Electrical wires. Sorry. Electrical wires. Sorry. I'm too excited. I write too fast. Okay, Ken?
Yeah.
Hematite is the ore of iron.
Iron ore.
Okay. Hematite.
This question is about life. I can tell. How's the invasion?
In British spelling got A. American spelling no A. So that's why your hemoglobin is HAE. Because hemoglobin is your iron ma. Get it or not?
So we have to write A.
That one not something I can tell you.
Do we have to write the because
Yes.
don't listen to very competitions.
The main ore of iron contains iron channels that describe actually iron ore, the production of carbon monoxide. So carbon reacts with oxygen to form carbon monoxide. Carbon dioxide first. And then carbon dioxide reacts with excess carbon to form carbon monoxide. Okay? To reduce hematite to iron. Calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide. Calcium oxide reacts with silicon for oxide to form slag. Yes, correct. Okay? Iron collects at the base of the blast furnace. Describe the arrangement of the particles of liquid. Random arrangement. Okay, motion. Slide over each other. Range. Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness. To produce heat. To produce. Slide over each other. Carbon monoxide. Okay. Explain how equation the carbon dioxide is reduced. dioxide loses oxygen. Okay?
So does it mean once a day?
No, it's questions that only involve metal.
这样正常啊。
The actual paper is mixture，好像你考试这样啊，不是一个 topic 啦，
好吧，
八个 topic。
那个题目是我这样考了。
Name the type of chemical reaction oxygen reduction takes place in redox. 这个你不会 acid cry 啊。Okay, state the meaning. Break down of a compound using heat.
老师，你到起床
Oh yeah,
不要
too excited.
太听到很厉害。
Yeah, I will lose. I can only use a few fingers.
老师也跑下去，那写
Yeah, then
在上面的人，我
what's that? Break down heat. I went to take out all the do this. Name the substance requires carbon. Coke, not Coca-Cola. Okay. Purpose of combustion, produce heat. Okay.
老师不知道。
Okay, sorry. Okay. Is that? Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you know how to calculate percentage? You remember this? So percentage by mass is like this. Iron is 56. There is 2 iron, so 56 times 2. Over this whole thing, 56 times 2 times 16 times 3. This is 160, right? Times 100%. How much is it?
Wait,
那你 just
70%.
Yup.
it's just wow.
加 this one is plus. 你会不会数学的？加。This is
Oh, that's an easy one.
no. I right saying it. Too excited. Okay. Name the iron ore. Hang tight. Describe how carbon monoxide. Okay, carbon dioxide. Yeah, I know. With excess carbon. So if you still don't know how to do this, we all sit down and cry. Because I think I wrote this equation 5 times already.
Oh yeah, I have a question. Can
Yeah.
we write like let's say carbon dioxide we write C with these questions. Are they
As long as it's correct.
so we can do it in exercise?
Yeah. Just make sure it's correct.
I
Unless the question says nay. Okay. Got it? Alright. Thermal decomposition.
well in math. So there were like 2 days when rain did not stop.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You operate or you miss
My sweater on tempered agreement. Plus permission. And I was so cold.
I slept with 3 blankets on.
Yeah, it's actually very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, for my blanket situation is very good. My normal blanket is just pretty small. I'm super thin. But on rainy days, I take blankets.
I actually think that.
Okay,
You know,
calcium oxide is basic, silicon dioxide, silicon dioxide is acidic. Okay, silicon 4 oxide. This one is slag. Okay, correct?
why is it silicon oxide, not silicon dioxide?
Because the oxidation number of silicon in silicon 4 oxide is positive 4. This one is negative 2. Right on. Okay, can. Aluminium cannot be extracted from its ore using a blast furnace. State why aluminium is not extracted from its ore. Aluminium is more reactive than carbon. Then the process is to extract electrolysis. Write the electron for 2,8. If you write 283, we sit down and cry. Because they say Al3 plus. Why you Google for what? I told you before, electronic configuration, electronic arrangement is all at the same time. That one is the A-level one. Have I ever taught you that? Then? No, it's not your level, it's A-level and
I didn't see. There a special table.
okay. Deduce the number of proton in the electron of Fe3 plus. So this one, if you look at the periodic table, iron is 56. What's the number below? 26, right? Hello?
I think so.
None of you look at the periodic table. I'll kill you all. You are terrible, terrible children.
What is?
Plus you. Yeah, 26.
Yeah, because I'm showing you, right? Hey,
So 26 minus 3. So it's 26, 23. Yeah.
yes, correct.
Huh? 26 23? Yeah, 26, 23. Yeah.
Fe3 plus.
Oh, okay.
Lose 3 electron.
CaSiO3 is calcium silicate. Okay. Later copy the camera just delete.
No, this one is slag. Common name.
Oh,
Chemical name, common name. Read carefully. Open eyes, big. Okay. Chemical name and common name. Alright. Ore of aluminium bauxite. Cryolite. Okay. Lowest operating
temperature. Nice
Electrical conductivity. Yeah, so one you can write one. Okay, this one remember now, electrolysis.
Yeah.
Oxygen formed at anode reacts with carbon anode to form carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so you just have to keep replacing it.
You know how many CO2 you can go down?
Yeah,
But
base is CO2.
oh my god, can close it. Multiple try on.
Okay. Can okay. This question is about electricity and chemical reactions. Bauxite is an ore containing aluminium. Aluminium is extracted by electrolysis of purified bauxite in molten. Name the aluminium compound in bauxite. aluminium oxide. Two reasons are this one, lowest operating temperature, and then increases electrical conductivity. If you still don't know how to do this after we've written this 5 times, I will sit down and cry, and then we will all cry together. The anode is made from carbon. This is same lah, same as above. No need to write again, same as above. Okay. Oh, we are done. Let's look at this. Everyone has the same page? Correct? Okay. Name the appropriate apparatus to measure time, temperature, and mass. This is especially for your paper 6. Paper 6 is alternative to practical. Okay. So stopwatch, thermometer, balance is the electronic balance to measure the mass. Burette, okay. Burette and volumetric pipette. Okay, there's two kinds of pipette. Volumetric pipette can only measure one volume. That means the pipette, right, is like this. Okay, let's say it's 10 centimeter cube. 它只有一条线 10 centimeter cube. Burette 是那个大大只的 for titration. Like that. For titration, this is burette. Okay, so burette and volumetric pipette are both very accurate. Okay? 没有, that one is physics. 没有这个. Okay, burette and volumetric pipettes are very accurate. Okay, so they will ask you, why this experiment cannot use volumetric pipette? You cannot say, because it's not so accurate, use burette. No. It's because there's only one volume. Let's say the measurement is 12.5. 哪里有 pipette 12.5 的？它就是 10, 5, or 10.0. So they have pipette of 10.0, 5.0 like that. Get it or not? Make sense or not? So it's only to measure 10.0, 5.0, 2.5, that kind of volume only. 一个 volume 罢了. Burette 可以 measure many volume. But the problem with these two is the outlet is very small, right? So when we pour it out, it's very slow. So 那种 measure time 的东西要直接倒下去的，你可能不可以用它啦。Understand or not? Because you have to, if the experiment says you pour and then start the timer, then you cannot use this because it goes down like that. One small stream. Okay? Now there's another kind of pipette. It's called a graduated pipette. Graduated pipette is like a burette, but it's smaller. So graduated pipette got reading like that. This is called a graduated pipette. No, it's just 这个跟这个一样，可是它有很多个 measurement. 这个是一个 measurement 罢了。The volumetric, yes, they will ask you 为什么不可以用 volumetric? No lah, not really. But just to know the difference lah. Okay. Okay, measuring cylinder is very fast and convenient, but it's not as accurate. Gas syringe is whenever they say count bubbles, what is the error? You shouldn't be counting bubbles. You should be using the gas syringe to measure the volume. Get it? So here lah, suggest advantages and disadvantages of experimental methods and apparatus. Okay?
Gas syringe 是靠把
没有 gas syringe 是 measure volume. 这个记得吗？ This one. 这个 this is gas syringe.
measure volume.
Yes. So it's accurate. It's accurate to measure volume. You cannot, if you count bubbles, it's not as good. Okay. Okay, remember this, if you have salt and water, salt water. Do you remember this? Yeah. Okay. A solvent is water, right? Okay. Solute is the salt.
Mixture.
Okay. Solution is the salt water mixture. Okay. This one cover million don't ask what is saturated. This one very important. This definition. Remember, definition, you cannot write what you feel. Definition, you must follow the syllabus content. So what is a saturated solution? Remember when we always say heat the salt solution until saturated, then leave to cool. Remember that time we were doing experiment? Okay, so saturated solution is a solution containing the maximum concentration of a solute dissolved in a solvent at a specified temperature. So it's the maximum amount of concentration of a solute in the solution, but at a specific temperature. Why? Because if you increase the temperature, the solubility will increase. Okay? Okay, residue. After you filter, the residue is a solid. And then the one here is the filtrate. Do you remember? This is the residue. Just cancel lah. Anyway, IG cannot use correction tape. What?
Oh. Wow. Filtrate is the thing that you have after you filter. I don't listen to computers better.
Okay. Acid-base titration. Describe an acid-base titration to include the use of burette, volumetric pipette, and suitable indicator. This one you remember, right? Methyl orange, phenolphthalein, thymophthalate. Remember I did this? Universal indicator cannot for titration because universal indicator got many different colors. So the suitable indicator is only thymophthalate or methyl orange.
Oh my god, yeah.
Remember the colors or not?
Universal indicator there.
Yeah, universal indicator is to test pH. It's not for titration. We learn universal indicator also, but not for pH. Not for titration. It's only for pH. 因为它很多个颜色嘛 how 你哪里知道它换的它已经 neutral 了？它这样多个氢。Yeah, so universal indicator is only to test the pH. Okay, get it, guys? Understand? All right. Chromatography, do you remember? Dot, go up. Yes. Then the RF value. Yes. Okay, so this one, when we do the experiment, this one I think is the second time I'm telling you. This one is I taught you when you were year 7, right?
I was not here at this.
Okay, it's okay. So basically, you take a chromatography paper. Here you draw a pencil line. This is a special kind of paper. It's called chromatography paper. And then let's say I want to know whether ink number 1 and ink number 2 are the same ink. Alright? So what I do is I put ink number 1 here and I put ink number 2 here. Alright? Huh? Yes. Okay. And then what I do is I take a beaker and I fill it with what? I fill it with a solvent. The solvent can either be water or ethanol. Okay. How do I know which one? Okay. So this is basically, you know how there's, okay, not only this, so they want to know whether counterfeit or not. Counterfeit 假的还是真的，看它的印一样嘛。Or you want to know 那个 food dye, whether it's the legal or illegal one. Okay.
Illegal food dyes.
Yeah, yeah. That means, right, okay, red color food dye.
It's made from the insect.
Okay, so let's say red color, okay, blue color food dye. I can use the pea flower, or I can use those that are approved. But I can use pen ink, which is cheaper. All look the same. How do I know? That's why. That's called illegal lah. Alright, so like this, when you put the solvent, how do you know whether to put ethanol or water? If the question says it is soluble in water, use water lah. If the question says it is insoluble in water, then you use ethanol. Okay, so what happens is usually we cover so that it won't evaporate. So the water or the ethanol will start to move up. Okay, and then before it reaches the top, you must stop. You must stick it out. This is called the solvent front. Okay, so the dye would have moved from here to here. Okay, so let's say 1 and 2 both move to the same level. That means they're the same dye. But let's say 1 and 2 move to a different level. Then it's not the same dye. That's it.
It's thin like how my moon.
一样的。Okay, so Prana. So let's say here to here, 10 cm. Okay? Then the die number 1 is here. Die number 2 is here. Okay, let's say I do a third one. Like that. Okay? So,
Why does bird have two dogs?
I'll explain. Okay, so let's say let's say this is 5 cm from here to here. Okay? And this one, 8 cm. Okay? Can? Okay, there's something called RF value. So the RF value for 1 is 5 cm divided by 10 cm. 0.5. Okay? So what is the RF value for 2? 8 cm over 10 cm. 0.8. So what you can actually do is you go to a book and key in RF value 0.5. It will tell you what chemical it is. RF value 0.8, a certain chemical will come out. Every single chemical has a specific RF value. Okay? Now, 1 only has 1 spot, 2 only has 2 spots, so they are pure substances. 3 has two spots, 1 and 2. So 3 is a mixture
Or one or two.
of 1 and 2. That's how you interpret chromatography. Get it? Get it? Okay, please write this down.
So you have one.
Okay, okay. So you understand the concept? Okay, so this is chromatography. After you get the paper out, it's called a chromatogram. Okay? The questions are not very difficult. For chromatography, it's very simple. You just have to remember, okay, the pencil right must write with pencil. Why cannot use pen? Because the pen, the ink also will move around. Then the solvent must be below the pencil line. If you put it above, this dot will dissolve in the solvent. So very simple things. Then this one is the solvent front. When must you take the paper out? Before it reaches the top. When it's near the top, you take it out. So simple things like that. Okay? Now, sometimes when it's a mixture of amino acid has no color. So it's actually a mixture of colorless substances. That means you finish doing the chromatography, you got nothing. It's not to say you didn't do anything, it's the substance is colorless. So what happens is we spray something called a locating agent. The locating agent, after you spray, then you can see the spots. Last time you need to know the name of the locating agent. It's called ninhydrin. Now no need already. You just need to know about such thing as locating agent. Get it? So the
Two colors, big small color.
no, it's all colorless. It's a mixture of amino acids. They are all colorless. But you know you're doing something. But after you do it, you spray. Imagine you actually didn't do
So
anything
you
but
get a colorless thing, you did that.
but it's still colorless, one. But after you finish, you have to spray. Okay?
From the top.
Nothing. Just cut this.
What
This one.
colour?
Whatever lah, whatever different substances with a different color. Deliver Subway or your brother's friend podcast it. Okay. All right. Identify substances and access their purity using melting point and boiling point. You only need to know how do you know water is pure?
Why?
Boiling point 100 degrees Celsius, melting point 0 degrees Celsius, so pure water. That's how you know the purity of water. Okay, do you remember all of this? Filtration, crystallization. Okay, solvent you should know, Filtration you know, right? Filtration is just this one.
You still like
Crystallization is heat until saturated and then leave to cool and then dry crystals. Simple distillation and fractional distillation. Do you remember? I showed you diagram.
that's still